Good morning, everybody. Let's all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now, if we could have a moment of silence to do with as you wish. Thanks very much. All right, again, welcome. This is Tuesday, December 10th. The commission is present. The first items on the agenda are the approval of previous meeting minutes, those being from both December 3rd and December 5th.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion for the minutes approval. All in favor say aye. Aye. And we've approved those minutes. Right to the action items of the day. The first commission order for consideration is 2024-425. This is in the matter of approving and authorizing the execution of a lease agreement with Enterprise Fleet Management for the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office. This is for a 24 Jeep Compass.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we have approved. Next is commission order number 2024-427. This is in the matter of approving and authorizing the renewal of a program agreement with Mission Critical Services Incorporated for the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Pretty self-explanatory at a cost not to exceed $4,700.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion. I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we have approved. Next is commission order number 2024-426. This is in the matter of accepting and approving a proposal from Schrader Insurance for property and liability insurance through the Travelers Companies Incorporated. This will be for the year 25.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have approved. Is somebody screaming out there? Or cackling? I can't. What was it? Commission order number 2024-428. This is in the matter of special road and bridge funds due to the city of Gerald. City of Gerald will be receiving $33,419.91.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we have approved. Next is 2024-429. This is in the matter of approving the establishment of a planned unit development, PUD, and approving the rezoning submitted by BNT Realty LLC.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion for approval. I will second that motion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we have approved. Franklin County is growing, and we thank those that are helping us. Commission order number 2024-430 is in the matter of approving and accepting a quote from Tech Systems Incorporated for website development for the Franklin County IT department.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion, and Chuck assures me this will be the answer we're looking for. Yes. Yes. Thanks, Chuck. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next is commission order number 2024-431. This is in the matter of approving and authorizing execution of a memorandum of agreement with Boone County Family Court Services, Juvenile Division 13th Judicial Circuit.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion for approval. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we have approved. This will assist our juvenile detention relative to agreements with St. Charles, Boone, and soon to be, I think, St. John to Southeast. Next is 2024-432. This is in the matter of approving change request number GBS 237552-12.1 from AT&T Network Integration Services for the Franklin County IT department. Chuck, you want to speak to this at all? Well, I think it's integration services far over the payable and yourself actually integrating IT service from AT&T. How's that? It's a renewing a contract with their network integration services, a contract renewal. It came to you like light through the clouds. I don't mean cloud storage either.
So no, this is actually for the replacement of the Mitel phone system. And the new contract from AT&T is a 40% cost reduction compared to what we're currently paying now.
That's what we
So-
like to hear.
Sorry about that. The terminology messed.
Yeah, no worries.
So
Thank you, sir.
Want a motion?
Yes, please.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion for that 40% reduction in provided services. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we have approved.
Thanks, Chuck.
2024-434 is in the matter of approving and authorizing execution of a quote from Insight Public Sector for the purchase of Cloudflare support service for the Franklin County IT Department. Chuck, come hither and explain in lay terms what this means.
for Franklin County Computers, this is year 2 of 3 of the 3-year contract.
And for the $10,531, it covers how many endpoints for us?
It covers every computer, every server, and an additional like 20 or 30 in case of growth. We actually get this at a 50% discount because the federal government subsidizes this for us.
Super. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it.
Certainly.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we have approved. Next is Commission Order number 2024-435. This is in the matter of approving and authorizing appointments to the Franklin County Transportation Committee. They are as follows: Charlie Klontz from Sullivan Special Road District, Wendell Eckelkamp from Washington Special Road District, Robert Schaefer from City of Sullivan, Dave Larimore from Union Township, Darren Lamb and Charles Stankovich from the City of Washington, J.D. Kelly and Jonathan Zimmerman from the City of Union, Jason Ivy representing the City of St. Clair, Nick Grube and Dave Dufresne representing the City of Gerald, Oak Grove Village is represented by Melinda Kirk, Harold Englert is from the City of Berger along with Jason Eckler, James Kochbeck is for the Village of Maramagua Park, or some would say Maramagua. David Blankenship is with the City of New Haven, as well as Kathleen Trentman. And Jim Grutch, our Highway Administrator here at Franklin County, and myself as Presiding Commissioner will be on the board. That's the proposed members. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
I will second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and we have approved. Lastly, on action items, Commission Order number 2024-436. This is in the matter of approving the consent agenda and all the items listed thereon. They are public administrator fees and building department fees for November, as well as the auditor financial report for November of this year.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion. I will second that motion. All in favor of said motion signify by saying aye. Aye, and we have indeed approved the action items of the day. Next, discussion items and reports. Or any elected officials wish to address the commission today? I see them popping up all over the place. The Franklin County Auditor wishes to address the commission. Please come hither, Angela Gibson. Yeah. Hang on, come on. Got to get on the mic. We got to get recorded.
I just want to let everybody know that we got moved in over at suite 208 now. So auditors are at 208 and HR is at 203.
Super.
So
Well, I think it's fantastic how it all worked out, that you guys thought about it yourself and did it, and that was just great.
I think it worked out for everyone for space purposes and cost savings.
Exactly. Great job.
Thank you. So we'll have signage, I would think, in the next few weeks, hopefully.
Okay.
But right now we'll just have what is posted. So all phone numbers and everything are the same.
So you don't start getting a lot of HR questions now. No, this is the auditor.
I'll send them over to you.
Yeah, right. No, thanks. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate it. Tim Baker, County Clerk of Franklin.
Can you top that, Tim?
Do what?
Can you top that?
No, I can't.
All right.
Not going to come close.
Well, he's got voter turnout beyond the state levels. I can tell you that. He's
You know, that's a great thing. We have some very educated voters in Franklin County that are concerned about that. So
Amen.
we're grateful for that. I just want to remind the commission that next Tuesday after the commission meeting, we're going to do the swearing in. It is a little earlier than most, but that's because of the way Christmas falls. And I would remind any elected official that has not turned in their bonds that are required to do so to please do so. So, thank you.
Appreciate it. Any other electeds wish to address the commission? Any department heads have anything to bring up today? Jim Grutch, Highway Administrator, please come forward with your statement, sir. So all can hear clearly. It's wonderful.
Okay, thank you very much. My question is, there was a commission order on the agenda for 433.
The what?
Was that pulled?
I'm sorry. Oh, did I?
It's a matter of accepting and approving
that's
a
what I
permanent
thought.
easement deed.
And I thought, well, I guess I wasn't paying attention.
I got 32, then 34. Oh, there's 33. I must have mixed him up. Jim, I am certainly glad you brought this up, sir. You are a steward of this county, unlike others.
That's
Shall
all I
we?
had. That's all I
Thank
had.
you.
bet.
Counselor, where were you on that? My highway administrator.
I
The,
thought maybe.
the question is, what about that one? I'm like, okay, I don't know, it was kind of, must have stick-to-itiveness that stuck to another. Well, let's consider this right now. Commission order number 2024-433 is in the matter of accepting and approving a permanent easement deed. This is, the deed is set forth for highway, Jim. Come hither, speak to me. Corey Thurlow and Lindsay Thurlow dedicate a portion of tract of land for a roadway and utility easement. So you can proceed with your progress, right? Okay, thank you. What say you, Commissioner Boland?
Tough one. Motion to approve.
I will second that motion so our highway department can proceed with moving traffic smoothly and safely in Franklin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now, we have approved all of them for sure. And I'm grateful. Any other department heads have anything to bring up? Okay. I'll entertain oh, wait a second. We've got one more thing. A retirement recognition. For a guy whose personality is almost as large as Franklin County itself. Tony Henry has worked here for 14 plus years. And it's not the only place he's worked, but he's used his prior experience to put to work here for the taxpayers. And he's done it in a fashion that is enjoyed by, if not all, most. And Tony, we're here saying thank you, recognizing you for your years of service. And I can speak on behalf of the entire county. We're grateful for your service and we appreciate all you've done. And we certainly wish you nothing but greatness in your retirement and enjoyment and whatever that might consist of. I have a feeling it might have something to do with something on two wheels, riding down the road once in a while. But that being said, Tony, thank you very much. And please, let's everybody acknowledge and come forward, Tony. Thank you with this certificate of recognition.
All right, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, say a few words, you want. What'd you start off here as? Who hired you? Use the mic. Nobody can hear you.
Joe Hurt and Mr. Platt hired me, passed me over the first time, and hired me the second time.
What was it, Passover that day?
It could have been. I'm not real sure. It's been a privilege to work here. It's been trying. It's been made a lot of good friends. It's good and bad. Learned a lot working for the government. And I'd like to leave you with a couple of things that I've been thinking of. People in Franklin County, the employees in Franklin County need to do one thing and then they need to have another. One is they need to have knowledge. You have to have knowledge of how the government works, who does what, and why they do it. And for our excellent phone system, which I'm so happy you're changing, I have every phone call that you can imagine. When people don't know where to send people to, they send them to maintenance. So, and just so you know, your caller ID comes up before I get the outside call. So I know who's sending them to you.
You know who's doing it.
Right. So that's one thing, knowledge. You have to have knowledge. People think that Doug Tripman is the most hated person in Franklin County in the month of November and December. He has nothing to do with your taxes. He just collects them. You need to talk to Dawn.
Right under the bus.
Dawn's the assessor. She's the one that assesses your property. But she has, but Dawn, you have state regulations to go by. So know who people want to blame Sheriff Pelton for letting people out of jail. Sheriff Pelton doesn't have anything to do with who gets in and out of jail. You need to talk to the prosecuting attorney and the judges. They're the ones that set the bail. I've answered so many of these questions, not during the days of working hours, but at phone calls. At 7 o'clock at night, why did so-and-so get out of jail? He stole 25 cars and he did this and he assaulted somebody. I don't know. You know, why is Sheriff Pelton letting them out? There's a lot of other things we can blame Sheriff Pelton for, but that's not one of them. So have knowledge of who does what and why. We all have rules to go by. I had to answer questions like, why does our commissioners only work, some of them, 2 days a week from 9 to 11? I don't know why. Ask him. Ask Dave. I just give Dave's new phone number in Colorado and let him talk to him out there. And the other one I want to talk about, the most important, is a vote. That is the only power as individuals that we have on how to make changes in our county, in our state, in our federal government and city, is you have to vote. Mr. Baker is doing a great job teaching our young people. I see on Facebook where he's going to schools and he's going other different people and saying, this is why we do different things and you have to vote and you need to sign up when you get 18, I believe. But you have to vote. That's your voice. If you don't like what your elected official is doing, you have the right to vote. That's the only two things I can tell you that are the most important that I've learned in 14 years working for the government. I'm happy. I've learned a ton. I'm not sure our forefathers expected things to be this hard to run a government, but it is. You have no idea what your elected officials go through. And they're just not making this stuff up. They have statutes, they have rules, they have regulations. And if you have questions, ask them. Ask people who work here. And if they don't know, they'll find out for you. But I have taken a ton of phone calls to, it's snowing today. Is volleyball still on? Volleyball is from the city. What time does the pool, they started having pool lessons for the kids? There's a Christmas light out on Main Street. Is there a chance you can get that fixed? So I've answered all kinds of questions and they all come to maintenance.
Were they all the right answers?
You know what, if I didn't know, I'd send them to somebody else. But one of the best ones I ever had was I argued two things. I argued with a lady, or she argued with me for 5 or 10 minutes when I was cutting grass one day about paying her taxes. This building's been open since '06. She's never paid taxes in this building, and 2 years ago she paid them in that building. I want to know why we moved it over here. And the other one was a dump truck ran a red light. I wanted to know what I was going to do about it. When I tried to tell them I only have 3 trucks and they're numbered 1, 2, and 3, not 57. But the guy was absolutely positive it was my truck. So we just went with that and let it go. I talked to Jim about it and let him know about it. But my phone has rang during the day, at home, during the night, all kinds of So I'm sure some of you guys get that, but it's been a pleasure. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I think you had a Happy New Year or Thanksgiving. And I appreciate everything that you've done for me. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
All right. I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I will second that motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We've concluded. As Tony would say, let them eat cake because he's got a cake here. All right. Thank you.